Yeah.
We gotta talk.
What's up?
What is the deal?
Is your name? What?
What
Is
is
your
your
quest?
quest?
You're acting like a real booty-doo.
Didn't we say 8 was the start time? I mean, I know I'm a little late.
Did.
Apologize.
You're acting like a real.
You're not that late, but you are booty do.
A booty-doo.
A single.
You're a booty-doo.
I'll take it. I understand.
Fuck you, Simon.
Fuck you, man. I give and I give.
Be right back, guys.
Oh, sure. Yeah, no, I'm here. Now we're just gonna wait some more. Cool.
Yeah, it's okay.
He just wants you to know what it feels like.
Yeah.
I mean, Manny's playing Halo right now, so.
Yeah,
he's gonna
I'm
be
just waiting
able
until it
to-
starts. I'm here. I'm present.
Shut your shit down.
But I'm gonna play some Halo until we start.
We are
I
starting.
got run over by a Lexus.
I hereby call to order.
Now I got run over
I'd
by
like
a
to
Lexus.
submit a unanimous motion.
Cause I'm flush with cash. Simon, you're the only one who can
What,
hit those
Bubs?
high notes.
I'm flush with cash.
We are vastly underutilizing your
Yeah, how are you not a bard?
No, I'm
You can
Pally.
sing in the game as your character.
Yeah.
I'm living the Pally life. Pally's
But
don't
you'd have to sing more like, poetic, like din 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 din.
like limericks.
Know why I take the Bard for Ratz's game. You're gonna hear these crooning words.
I don't want to listen to Keith sing.
It'll be more like jazz. It'll be like the spoken
No,
word.
He's a mute lute player. They call him the mute lute.
The dragon. Get down from the hill.
Oh my god.
So,
Are you snapping?
I will quit.
I will quit.
We haven't even started.
I will
He's threatening to
seppuku
quit.
my character and then leave the game.
Speaking of quitting, I'm gonna write a one shot for Sneaky Santa.
Nice.
About
Who?
it. For all of us. For everyone.
Yeah, but for who though?
With-
For everyone.
With this, with our current characters.
I'm making all new characters for everyone.
Oh shit.
Dang.
And
Pre-rolled.
it's for everyone to play. Pre-rolled.
Sweet.
Make Manny a
I'm throwing it.
dwarf with dicks for feet.
No, it's got to be imaginative, not reality.
Your
He's-
character's gonna have a sword 3 times the size of his body.
Fuck you, Keith. I'm gonna leave it somewhere. First thing I
And
do.
then he's got a daily action where he can turn into a thug in a sweatshirt that can absorb bullets.
Can I be a bard
I hate you,
who
Keith.
can sing daggers into people?
Sing daggers into people. Now that's something I've never heard of, and I think I feel great about it.
I'm
Dagger
interested in
came
hearing.
from within.
Yeah, that
All right,
sounds pretty
hold on a
cool.
second.
So don't forget to add the silver and electrum
Mhm.
from that last round.
Electrum, what is this fucking Mistborn?
Got him. And then I already have 2 potions of healing, so we can
Wait,
probably
do we
split those
add?
up.
I'd like a potion of healing.
Go for it.
I was thinking about at some point
Alright.
I'm gonna want to carry one, right?
I've never had one, and I would like one, so I don't have to rely on you fags.
What are we talking about?
Whoa.
Splitting up the electrum, gold, and potions of healing from the drow last time that we forgot about because we got fucking jumped.
Good call. Yeah.
I put
So
5
Manny's
of
got
these in my inventory.
Put 5 what?
5 of the healing potions.
She's gonna bark at the door then. Sorry guys. Be right back last time. Promise.
This is a
Yes,
promise.
I'll take 5 of the healing potion.
Yep, I'll take the other 7.
Wait, have we rested and are back to full health? Or are we
Yes.
still
Back to full everything.
All right, cool.
We're actually in Phandalin. We're like
It's actually
We
all
already
white,
traveled.
everything.
Would Keith catch us if I try to pop a healing potion before I return?
Sorry,
Maybe.
dealing with the
Oh.
yeah.
technical. Huh?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nice, good one, Pepper. Nice. That was a good
Yeah,
Good
saved
save,
it.
good save, good save.
I'll check the
Doesn't
video
suspect
tomorrow
a
to find out what I missed. Now we're dealing with the fact that Courtney's still up but in bed, and
Ooh.
Loretta knows it, so she wants to be in both rooms, but neither room at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Annoying. You guys get it. Puppy stuff.
It's like
All right.
Schrodinger's cat.
Did I come into Pep saying he's going to booty bump a potion every fight?
No.
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 Booty
I heard.
bump?
Technically, no, I did not say that.
That's what I thought I heard. It was really funny. You boofing. All right. That's our quote of butt talk before we get started. Everybody ready?
I have one question.
I've got the answer, or I don't.
So under life domain, it says like bless and cure wounds for first level were my spells that I always had ready.
Yep.
And then I had my other spells on top of it. So
So
under
they
life
don't count against your
book,
total.
right. It says third, I get lesser restoration and spiritual weapon. So I assume that those are ones that in a similar vein, I have those prepared always. Does that seem right?
I guess, yeah. I mean, that makes sense to me.
Yep, that's what I think. I just wanted to make sure.
All in their innate.
Yeah.
That's how I would understand it. Clerics and paladins get a lot of free stuff.
Yeah, that's kind of what I figured.
All right.
Shoot.
Is everybody out of their other games?
Yeah.
Manny's not.
How do you know?
I hear you click and clack.
Clicking
You guys don't know me?
Clicking and
Yo,
clack.
pain.
Yeah,
Always
Diver, it
determines in
says once you
2018.
need a domain spell, you always have it prepared, and it doesn't
Nice.
count against the number of spells you can prepare each
Frick,
day.
yeah.
Well,
Wait,
that's-
this is going on YouTube. Think of the kappa.
Yeah, Hillary and I are going back and we've watched since when we found out the sixth season is the last season of whatever the fuck that show is.
Silicon Valley.
Silicon Valley. We started from the beginning.
Yeah,
We've been watching the whole thing.
Nice.
We just binged it just now when I realized it was the last season, so we just finished it.
Nice.
A fitting end.
Yeah, we haven't
All right,
finished.
so while
I haven't
Manny's,
watched the finale yet, so no spoilers.
I won't say anything. So while Manny's finishing up his game and getting utterly destroyed because he sucks without a controller and aim assist help,
Yeah.
It's fucking harsh, bro.
sorry, buddy, I
It is
saw the
pretty
opportunity, I had to take it. Saw the shot. So last time, if you guys remember, let me I'll move you over to the site you were on. Sorry, I don't know if you guys can hear Loretta in the background or not, but last time you guys resumed your Cragmaw Castle adventures, where you were searching for Gundren Rockseeker. In place you guys looked was the room, the quarters of King Groll. Before entering in to fight King Groll the Bugbear, leader of Cragmaw Castle, you guys overheard him in a argument talk. I don't know the way you'd want to say it.
He
with,
disbarred.
Disagreement. That's what I'd like to say.
disagreement, yeah.
Diplomacy.
A dispute. Yeah, he was doing his best to negotiate with Theron Rothanel, the Herald of the Black Spider, who, as you guys had already seen once before, dispatched of Glassstaff, Iron of Glassstaff, with a single arrow through the throat. You guys if I remember correctly, tried to sneak in, but in doing so, they were made aware of your entrance, and the combat broke out. I think the first major strike came from Dell using the Scroll of Lightning Bolt. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Scroll of Lightning Bolt.
Bolt,
That the Dungeon Master completely forgot he gave to you guys and lined up all the major combatants in a line. It's got some major hits on the three of them, or on three of the big targets. Then combat broke out, fighting King Groll, his wolf. I don't remember what his wolf's name was. Theron and his two blink spiders. Snarl, I think it was, right? Snarl.
Yeah.
Yeah. You guys were able to dispatch the spiders. Were whittled down Snarl, and we're working on King Groll. Two-fisted potions to bring himself back into fighting form, but you guys eventually were able to take him down. Looting through the room, looting through the bodies, kind of checking things out. I don't remember the whole stash.
Well,
you guys got.
first, Diber tried to negotiate with that drow and then ickered him in one shot.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Got him all
There was
icky.
yeah.
Gave him a chance.
That's right. You did. You tried to
Getting
talk
the
Theron,
sticky icky.
down, and he felt he had the upper hand because I believe he'd taken Orlando out at that point, right?
Yep.
No.
He had his,
Wait. Oh yeah, I was
yeah,
down
he
at
had
that
his
point.
foot on your neck.
Etch was pretty beat up by that point, or was Etch
Nah,
already
fuck
down? as
people
well?
up.
Yeah, he was. No, you were still poisoned.
Oh yeah,
It's
that's-
poisoned,
that's
yeah.
a very good
I think he
point.
went down and Simon healed him up.
That might have been it. Yeah, I know there was up and downs. Where there was a lot of spiking
Yep.
of health in this one.
Oh,
You guys
yeah.
Oh yeah.
were really
that-
taxed.
my main spiking came
Our
later.
main tanks, our off tanks healing or HP was spiking up and down.
Yeah.
Sorry. So you guys attempted to kind of negotiate with Theron Rothanel. He felt like he was negotiating from a position of power, having knocked out at least 2 of the party, but Beaufort was having none of it and went for a classic feint into what's the name of the strike?
His 10th Achilles strike.
It was goo touch.
Goo
Goo.
touch.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what he calls it. I don't know what the actual clerics call it, but
Goo touch.
Goopy finger.
yeah. So you guys took out Theron.
Stinky finger. That's what it is.
So, yeah. So then you revived Gundren, brought him up, found out that he's excited to see his cousin, and said, hey, Black Spider's making his way to Wave Echo Cave. We got to go stop him, basically. But right as you guys tried to leave, a returning warband of hobgoblins came in, and the big move of this whole fight, if you guys remember, was Daldrin doing a drive-by lay on hands to cure Etch of the poison that was inflicting him, heal up, I believe it was Orlando and Dell, and then Etch proceeded to just absolutely kill every hobgoblin in the room, if I remember right, with the
Yep.
finishing blows.
Sure did.
You would have loved it, Manny, if you were there.
I watched the replay.
So you guys had cleared out Cragmore Castle, brought Gundren back up after one of the hobs knocked him back unconscious, and that's kind of where we are. I figured you're all pretty banged up, so I think we assumed that you guys would be returning to Phandalin with Gundren to get him to a safe place.
Yeah.
Along the ride, he told you guys how after being ambushed with Sildar, they were separated because Grohl had been given order. Grohl had received orders and passed orders on to the Cragmaw goblins that were watching the Trilbor Trail. The initial goblins that ambushed you guys. He had been given orders to stop any outsiders, specifically dwarves with maps. And he realized, or Grohl realized, that this was something the Black Spider wanted. So he had been holding on to Gundren and the map.
It's like
He was trying to,
marketing chip.
to try and get something a little more out of the Black Spider. Gundren was able to hear Theron and Grohl a little bit before falling unconscious. But he is most concerned about his 2 brothers who had remained behind in Phandalin when he went to Waterdeep. Was it Waterdeep to recruit you guys essentially to help them out. So he's very concerned for his brothers. So you guys finish your journey, make it back to Phandalin, rest the night at the inn, the Stonehill Inn. To wake in the morning, Sildar is there, Haviland is there, and Gundren is back and kind of up to speed. And he looks at his cousin Beaufort and he says, "Beaufort, I filled him in, everything that's been going on." Sildar and Haviland kind of shake their heads yes. Haviland takes Daldrin and kind of grabs him under the arm and pulls him off to the side. And Daldrin, he tells you that stay with this
cut
group.
out there.
Oh, God damn it.
Daldrin,
Yeah,
he
you
he
cut
tells you Daldrin, and then
Daldrin, he took Daldrin off to the side. Took you all kind of the side study in the inn, and he said, "It's very clear to me that this is where you belong with these men. I want you to join them. I want you to be their guard, be their shield, and be aware that there is at least one more dragon in this area. So remember your charge, remember what we are here for, and keep them safe. And he claps Daldrin on the shoulder.
Cool.
Red
He
ones.
claps Daldrin on the shoulder, gives you a little wink, a ruffle of the hair, and
No.
Got
walk,
this kid.
the two of you walk back to meet the group. Sildar, after being debriefed by Gundren, is very impressed by your efforts and the work you guys did at Cragmaw Castle, knowing that the bugbears and goblins there shouldn't be a problem anymore. He talks over with Gundren, writes on the map, where Wave Echo Cave is, and he agrees that finding the safety of, or finding the two Rockseeker brothers should be something of high importance for you guys.
Oh yeah.
And then I leave it to you guys to kind of, I don't know if there's any RP you want to do in town, anything you guys want to do while you're here. Anybody you want to talk to?
I want to get our goblin to come with us on this next quest. And I want to check out our house, see how it's doing.
Yeah, we should
So,
check
oh
in with
yeah,
Drew.
yeah. So you guys walk the winding trail up. You go up to Tressander Manor, and when you go to open the door, Droop, hearing that you guys had already made it to town, is sitting on the stairs, or sitting in like the front foyer on a little chair that he had waiting. And he's like, "Hey, you're back! Look at all the work I've done here." And you guys notice that pictures have kind of been righted. You can hear when you're talking to him, you hear the sound of hammering nails actually going on, kind of coming from the rooftops.
Boy, Drew?
And he says, "Nah, I know what you're thinking. It's no goblins here, but that Hamerlin guy, he stopped by one night, and he said he hooked us up. So he's taking care of you guys a little bit, and he's helping us fix this place up.
Nice.
Got some of those Lord's Alliance guys that come down from Waterdeep, and they're fixing the roof. But he told me I gotta not be seen, so I've been hiding in the basement. Don't worry, the Nothic, I'm keeping him fed. I've been going out at night. I go out at night and I find like deer and shit, and I bring him in, and I keep him calm, so like he's good. But yeah, guys, this place is rad. It's looking pretty fucking good, if I can say so myself."
That a boy, Drew. That a boy.
What a guy.
Droop,
I have a
Does
gift
Daldrin
for
know
him.
about Drew?
Droop looks over at Daldrin and he goes, "You work with him, don't you? That Haviland guy."
I do, yes.
You buddy, you got something on your mind, and I like that. I like where your head's at.
I love this goblin.
And he
I tell him, I give him 5 gold pieces and tell him he's done a great job.
this is incredible.
I said,
This is-
spend it on hookers and drugs.
Hello.
Do you?
Yeah, that's right. You've been already taking the drugs, huh, buddy?
You broke him. You broke him. You broke your dum mister. He looks at you and he says, "Oh, I know just the girl," and he winks at you.
Yeah. And I say, but first you gotta come with us on our next mission, son. I call him son.
Man, he's getting a little too close to this goblin.
Uh-oh.
He looks at you and he says,
Yeah, it's
are you
alright.
sure? Are you sure this is a good idea? I mean, it's
Yeah,
kind
it's
of daylight
time-
out
yes.
there, and
It's time
I
to
am a
become a
goblin.
warrior.
This is exactly where we need you.
Okay. I mean, where are you guys going? I can meet you like maybe outside of town. I can sneak out the back, the way we came in,
Oh yeah,
and I
because
can meet you guys
We
somewhere.
need to have like one of those carriers with the Gatorade, the green Gatorade water bottles, is kind of like a refreshment vendor.
Manny, this is
should we give him healing potions to give us in a fight?
I could do that. I got this thing, so you guys might not know this about goblins, but we're real fucking good at hiding. I can, kind of back you guys up and run out if needed.
Yeah. Let's have
Honestly-
him. Let's have him hide with us.
Let's go buy a
and-
shitload of healing potions. I want
Yeah,
a bunch
I'm gonna
of
go
them.
buy some healing potions and we're gonna load him up.
So because healing potions are a magic item, you will not be able to buy them here in Phandalin. This
God
is
damn
an
it.
outpost. This is a minor town.
Fine. I'm gonna give him mine then, and tell him when I give you the high sign, you give this to me.
Okay. How many? Shit, I don't have a pen.
I only have one healing potion, so I'm giving my new healing potion to him.
How many potions as a team do you guys want to give to Droop?
I don't
Because
have
we
any.
can totally do
I
this.
don't have any.
We should have gotten 2 from that last fight.
Who
Who's
took
holding
the other
out on
one?
us?
I've got 2. I can give him 1.
Who took
I think
the other one from that fight?
Daldrin, I think you have a potion. Do you want to hold
I
on
guess
to it, or
we
you
got-
want Droop to have it?
I think everyone should probably have 1.
Yeah.
Oh wait, give it to our goblin.
I
I
don't
think
know if-
free action.
2
It's
will
free
probably
action.
be.
I'm not seeing it here in my items.
With healing potions are bonus actions, so you can do it anyways.
I think that
Oh.
the healing potion.
No, healing potion is an
If
action,
you
but
didn't add it right now,
Oh.
Simon, then you wouldn't have it in there. So you can add it now.
so to
Oh, okay.
yeah, I think Simon, I think we did, and they did end up giving you 1 at some point.
Okay, so I'll keep it.
So to get a little meta here, Maney's absolutely right. Where if you guys are choosing to bring this essentially a 6th party member that does trust you guys have clearly ingratiated him to you, and have built a bond. He can absolutely do this task kind of as a free action, essentially, not taking one of your guys' actions. So like,
Yeah, this is a no-brainer, guys.
Okay.
Can like
He can flank, right? I think Raz talked about that a long time ago.
If he has
yeah,
to actually
he's-
be engaged in combat, though.
yeah, so he's gonna have natural armor. It's gonna be like his skin, basically. So
Does he have a weapon, or can we give him one, or is he too cowardly?
he does not have weapons. If you guys want to arm Droop,
I'll
Uh,
give him my sparky swords. I'll give him my sparky.
He should be ranged, dude. Give him something to
Yeah.
throw.
I think
Oh,
I have a
I'd
like a
crossbow.
I'll
like
give
a
him my
sling.
I'll give him my short bow. I don't need it.
is he proficient with any weapons? Yeah, can we ask him if he's
goblins are good with short swords, scimitars, things like that. And yes, they are most often they are actually ranged fighters.
I'll give him. Rest. Do you want to give him your crossbow, or I can give him my short bow?
I got a crossbow I can give him. 2.
I don't have a bow.
Okay.
Let's give him one of the crossbows.
Yep, she can have my
I should be
crossbow.
riding with.
I may actually need mine at some point. You
Yeah.
All right.
He
Yeah,
can have
Diver,
mine.
give him your crossbow and give him one of those healing potions.
Done and done.
So
This guy's
let
gonna
me
be great.
let me
We
grab
could
a
buy
pen real
him.
quick.
We
Give
could
me
buy
1
him
second,
some
give me 1 second.
like leather armor too.
I have extra leather armor. I never sold it.
Yeah,
I
leather
have
is
plus
only,
1.
only
Would
10
it-
gold
Oh
points.
yeah, no, it'd fit because you're a halfling. Right?
Yeah, I'll give him my
Yeah.
old leather armor.
Nice.
It's like a recruitment
Make us a character sheet,
montage.
Keith.
Let's
I'm just juicing him up.
let's just turn this goblin
Alright,
into
so-
a raid boss.
So
Then
we're
he's gonna
giving
turn
Droop-
on us.
He's getting leather armor too, Keith.
Keith, what's he
You get
saying
three.
as we're all like throwing things on him and dressing him
It's a monster.
like he's a Disney princess?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So
goes
you-
into the little the triad the fitting room and comes out and models it.
Yeah,
it's
comes
a
out-
scene from Man from Uncle.
he comes out wearing the old leather armor that Etch was wearing, not the studded leather armor that he's now wearing. Yeah, you know,
Man, he's that drugs I gave
Sorry.
him.
gives
That was
a,
me.
gives
That
a
was
little tug, tug on the vest, making sure like looking at you guys like, does it look good? And you guys all give him a thumbs up.
Yeah.
He's got the 2. I'm gonna say, does he have the adamantium short swords that nobody was using?
Nobody. What are you talking about? Manny's using
Or
those.
Manny
Or-
would
No, there are no pluses, and my
There's
sparks
no pluses.
actually at least throw sparks.
So he's got the 2 adamantine short swords, 1 on each hip. They actually like drag on the ground, the tips too, because he's a goblin.
How he makes his
He's a little
sparks.
long. He does a little.
Wouldn't he be
combat roll
taller than
montage.
Manny though?
I think they're
I don't know.
about the same height technically.
Okay.
Bash Brothers.
But remember, these were short swords for an elf, so
So
they'd be a
his
little longer.
his leather armor is 11 plus Dex AC.
Okay.
11 plus
so,
Dex mod.
all right,
That's-
so I'm gonna
that's
say
leather armor.
I definitely don't know what stats Droop would have, so I'm gonna say he has a 13 AC then.
Yeah, that's fine.
You guys are giving him two healing potions to hold on to.
One from me and one from Maney.
Okay. Okay, 2 healing potions.
He's
He's
got my.
5 gold pieces now.
He has my light crossbow.
Okay, a light crossbow, and then how many?
I've got 20 bolts to give him. And then we got fuck, I can't remember how many poison bolts we got from the elf.
They're arrows, so
Okay.
they wouldn't work in
Does
here.
not work. Got it.
Should
So
we give him the
20.
short
That
bow
probably was
instead?
10
We can
poison
buy 'em.
arrows.
We can buy him more bolts too,
Buy him a bow.
if that's better. A crossbow, light crossbow is
Short bow is only 25 gold. I mean, I can spring that.
light crossbow is 1d8 piercing.
But if we want him to use poison arrows, that's what I'm saying.
Right. We could have him have both to be able to flip between them.
A short bow would be 1d6. Would you say a light crossbow was?
1d8.
So yeah, that's probably. I mean, what
It says it has the
I think,
loading affix though. What does that mean?
you need.
I mean, it
I believe
takes a
it's you need to
turn.
be able to load it. I think it does, but he's a sneaky little goblin. He's going to be diving.
Yeah, I think if you
Yeah.
have proficiency with it, you don't have to load it or something like that. Or maybe it's an ability.
Whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking around with this too.
We'll just go with that.
Yep.
Yeah. No, I didn't expect you guys to load out Droop, which is fucking hilarious.
Hell yeah.
So he says, so he's got his new kit on, and he looks at you guys. He's like, "All right, you still haven't told me where we're going.
waiting
Old
for, like,
I
owl.
mean, this is cool and all."
Simon's gonna like just behead him and say, "My character hates goblins." After all this,
He says, "Yeah." He says, "Is the black spider at the old owl well?"
you cut out.
No, Black Spell, he's not there. We want to tie up some loose ends first before we move on.
Ah, Lucen. And he gives you a wink. He's like he thinks he knows what you're talking about. He says, "Okay."
Like he's in on the joke.
He says, "I think I know where that is. So I'll meet you guys on the southeast end of town. So just I'll loop around when you guys go to leave and pick me up, okay?"
Sounds good.
All right. So he goes tromping into the kitchen downstairs and out in a place to meet you guys.
All right, we go meet him.
First, I want to just real quick stop by Carp and drop off the
Nice.
tooth that I extracted from the dragon.
So is anybody going with Dell, or is it like Dell doing a one-way? Okay, so Dell and Beaufort, I will just say you're all kind of there because it's it's Etch's aunt. You guys make your way to Adderley Farm, and you see as you're walking up out in the front yard, you guys see Carp in his robe. He's got his little stocking hat, up and kind of arched over, but he's still got his eye patch on, and he is flinging sticks, yelling, "Lightning bolt! Lightning bolt!" He's trying to hit a target, and you can tell that he's still not used to this depth perception thing, to having only one eye, and he is just missing big time. And he turns, and he sees you guys coming. He's like, "Oh my God, you guys are still alive!" He comes running up, and he gives Dell a big hug around the waist, and he goes, look what I wrote!" And he holds up a book, and he points it at you, and it's the pages that you'd given him, and he's got like a little string kind of tying it together, and he opens it up for you, and you see that this kid does not know how to write. It's just squiggly lines. There's a drawing that looks like a pretty good version of Dell, and then 3 other stick figures kind of behind him, and one of them has an arrow and the word uncle, but it's like UNKUL, and it's the shortest of the stick figures, and it looks like that your Dell is standing on a stick figure with what looks like a staff in his hand, and he's like, "Look, I wrote your story," and he's holding it up over his head and pointing it in Dell's face.
I go, "Good work, kid," and I hand him the dragon's tooth. And I go, "Remind me to tell you the story behind this one, but in the meantime, use your imagination." And then I mysteriously leave. I'm done with this
So-
kid. You can't even fucking
when
write.
you-
Bad investment.
So you hand him, he's got the book, and when you put the dragon tooth on it, you realize how that, because you're an elf, the dragon tooth isn't that heavy, but this little halfling kid, it kind of crumples him down a little bit, and he looks down and he's like, "Oh,
Rat.
this a genie tooth?
Rast, do you want to RP teaching this kid to read?
In the background, the Reading Rainbow theme plays.
He's like,
I'm walking away
He's
and
like,
I'm
"What?"
not looking at him, but I go, it's a dragon's tooth.
a dragon's tooth. And he looks down at it, and his one eye that doesn't have the eye patch gets real big, and he looks up and he goes, Uncle Etch, what's a dragon?
God damn it.
Glad
Fuck you, Keith.
nothing. And he
Muted.
closes the book. He closes the book around the dragon's tooth, and he goes running inside.
Nice. I'll tell you when you're older.
I look over at Dell and I say, you picked a real ace of
Winner.
Squire.
Oh man, that's good.
Yeah, I'm indefensible on that one.
I say, he's a great fit for you because elves can't read either.
Well, that's
Get
where
your
I
elf
can-
and
I can
Dell's-
definitely read.
Dell's spell book is just a series of shapes and squiggly drawings.
Yeah, I'm too proud to admit it.
All right. So, any other business that you guys want to attend to in town?
Nah.
Is there anything cool we can buy if we can't buy healing potions?
By
There's
fine art.
probably a couple more 10-foot poles.
I buy 3
Interesting.
10-foot poles and tape them.
Tape them all together so you have a 30-foot pole.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant. Unstoppable.
Alright, nah, I'm good.
So you
Yep,
guys make
all
your
good.
way in the direction of the old owl well. So let me slide you guys over to your player map. Ooh,
I want to
that
go to
didn't work.
New Owl Well. Quick question. So I noticed that my War Mace is versatile. So I can theoretically
Okay.
use it to hit with one hand or 2 hands, and if I use 2 hands, I get a 1d10 compared to a 1d8. But I assume that there's something I have to do, like put my shield away or something like that.
You would have to not have your shield out.
Got it. So would it take an action to like put my shield away and bring it out, or is it just change my AC? Like, how does that work?
It's usually a bonus action, I think.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you would be like, I stow my shield away, knowing you're going to do
And I
this.
hit, but then like
your
I'm
AC goes
exposed,
down 1.
minus 2 AC,
Yeah.
and then, like I could take it back out for the next round or something.
Correct.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
So at least that's how I understand it, and that's how
Yep,
we'll run
that
it.
makes sense.
It makes sense that the turn.
Put it away or take it out in the same
Right.
turn.
With
not both.
yeah, exactly. So I can only have one bonus action, so I can either do one or the other, and I'm exposed for the in between.
Yeah.
Got it.
Exactly.
Cool.
Exactly. So so you guys go north, leaving the town, pick up the Tribord Trail. When you get a fair ways away from Phandalin, Droop comes sauntering out of the forest. He's got his hands on the handles of the swords, and he's pushing them up so that they're not dragging on the ground anymore. And he's like, "Hey." So what are we doing here? Why are we going to this old owl for?
It's an adventure
I heard that
secret.
there's magic there that we want to investigate.
We also have to get you experience in these kind of fights.
Yep,
Let's
we
do
want
the
you to
big
level
battle.
up.
This is like the mini battle, and we have a big battle. I mean, this is practice for you. This is all for you,
Yeah,
group.
this is just
No, we needed
part of
some
your
bait.
orientation.
This is your tryout.
This is the tutorial.
In that case, so you guys, I need to do this, and I need to go to that page, and I need to drop.
Oh, well.
I need to drop a goblin in here with you.
Yeah.
Ah, get it.
Like
It's
how
like a-
Eldrin.
I take out my grant's axe and I.
Someone's gonna accidentally.
It's like in Silicon Valley when he fixes the chat app and it's like sees him in real life and
Oh yeah.
All right, so you guys have Droop has joined you. You have made it to the old Owlwell. So if you guys remember, this was a tower that was built thousands of years ago by a long-vanished empire. It's a ruined watchtower, and it consists of a little more than a few crumbling walls and the broken stump of a tower. In the tower's courtyard stands an old well that still delivers clean, fresh water. As we guys saw, it lies in the wild and rugged hills south of the Tribord Trail. You guys find it with no issue, and if you remember, Darren Addermath told you guys that there had been reports of undead in the area.
Mhm.
So as you crest a low ridge, you spy the crumbling ruins of an old watchtower standing amid the rugged hills. The place is so old that the walls are only mounds of rubble enclosing a courtyard of sorts. Adjacent to the broken stump of an old tower, a colorful tent has been set up in the middle of the courtyard, but no one is in sight.
I think this would be a good chance for me to ritual cast detect magic.
Nice.
Gotta prep.
Okay.
It's 10 minutes.
Yeah. I know it's 10 minutes, but it ain't
It's a
10 minutes in
10
real
minute
life.
break.
Yeah.
So you
I thought you only
What's
needed 4 minutes.
Oh,
What's-
wow.
what's the range on detect magic again? Remind
I
me.
think it's 30 feet. Let me look for it real quick.
How do I-
It is 30 feet.
But it doesn't look through certain
Right.
walls.
Blocked by 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, and a sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood and dirt.
Okay. No, that'll work. So yeah, Dell stops you guys and is like, "Hey, we want to
Better to be
get
safe
some
than sorry.
little prep up. Yeah, better safe than sorry." And begins casting, or begins his ritual to detect magic. And yep. So you now, and that lasts for how long is it? It's like 10 minutes, right?
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah. So you guys are coming along the trail, and what would you like to do next?
Can I ask what this is? Is this like a? It looks like a
That's the
tent.
tent.
It's
that
the
you're
tent.
talking about.
tent.
Yep,
Got
that's the tent set up. Yeah, in
It's a beach umbrella.
inside the crumbling, inside the crumbled courtyard.
Let's
Gotcha.
approach cautiously.
Squares are 5 feet.
Hmm.
I kind of like going over this little side wall here and peeking in there
do
to see
that.
what we can see.
Do it.
Okay. So, do you all go with him, or
Hmm.
put,
Yeah.
go ahead and put
I
yourselves in
want
position?
to go to this one and peek.
Ooh.
Okay. I
How
said
do we
put yourself in.
ourselves on? Oh, I
am-
can't. I just scroll over. My bad.
Oh,
I'll control my
looking-
goblin. He's me. He
looking
stays
at
with me, and we
Edge,
hide together. We
looking
always
at
hide
Edge,
together.
make sure you guys are back to full health, back to full spell slots, no saves, all that
Right.
good stuff.
Yep.
All right. So, yeah, Bofer, go ahead and give me a stealth check and a perception check.
Hey!
So you go
I yell, "Is anyone there?"
you go trudging up the hill, right in plain sight. Go to look in through the
Echolocation.
crack in the wall. Go to look through the crack in the wall, and right before you get to it, you see it's right there. You see a hand come darting out through the hole and try and grab you,
Oh shit!
Oh, hey.
but it was unable to because of your. I'm gonna put you here. Tries to grab you. Oop, I guess fuck these fucking grids. Goes to grab you, but is unable to because of your roll.
Nice.
So what would you like to do?
Let's see. Can I? Does my perception tell me what these things are? Like, what do I see?
This
Can I
is
see?
a.
Oh. Am I like? Is this an opening that I can fit through, or is this like a hole that they can like grab me through? But like I can't. Fit.
You guys could both kind of squeeze through. This looks like. Oh, let me find the right thing. I don't.
By the way, in case we haven't said it, I have disadvantage on stealth rolls with my heavy armor, so we should always be taking the lesser.
I do too with scaled armor.
Why is it? I
Hey,
wanna be
Pepper,
honest.
how do I change my emblem in the bottom left picture? Everybody else has pictures.
Do
Trying to get to the
change
thing
in
where I
the
can
chat
show it
window.
to
You
guys.
change the drop down right under where you type in the chat.
Oh, I can't pick
Anyway,
my picture?
You have to make one on your roll
You
20
need to like
profile.
download one, upload it.
Ugh, gross.
You realize this is an undead creature.
Gotcha.
Reaching out to grab you, based on that perception roll.
Gotcha.
Don't you guys
So,
have some
gonna-
undead shit?
Quick choice here of
Yep.
what you'd like to do.
I want to take out my warhammer and try and like hit the one that grabbed me.
So you were kind of prepared for something coming at you.
Yeah, I wanted to. It's like a very much like a reaction, just kind of like a wild swing, like trying to hit it.
Go ahead. Yep.
Nice.
So yeah, you in a panic swing crack this white WIGHT, kind of like the White Walkers, crack it in the head, and it turns and goes running, and you see a second go running out into the courtyard.
Oh shit!
When that happens, a wizard
Ah,
comes running out
necromancer.
running out of the tent and says, "What's happening here? Are the orcs back?"
This Tony,
This guy sounds potentially friendly.
this
We should-
well ain't big enough.
I want
for
to try
two
and
wizards.
if he hasn't seen me, I want to try and like duck back behind the wall here.
Did not see you. So the whites come running up to him and come from
Tattletales.
the center. You see shambling out of the
Oh,
old watchtower come 3 zombies.
yeah. I definitely want to I see this, and my first reaction is to like duck back behind the wall and try and like let us regroup before we like put a plan together.
The wizard says, "What's going on here? What's going on here? Tell me what's happening." And you can see the whites kind of like do this like creaky like looking at him, and he's like, "Is that the orcs again?" And they shake their head no, and they point over in your direction, and he says, "Who's out there?"
Guys, I'll be right back. Give me 2 minutes.
Dude, check out how sexual my new picture.
You guys see a wizard, like I said, coming out of the tent. He is a stout, red-robed figure with sallow skin and a shaved scalp. There's a black tattoo on his forehead. If you are proficient in Arcana, give me a Arcana check, but only if you're proficient.
Oh, I'm
Right.
so proficient in
You
Arcana.
have a check box
Crazy.
on it on your skills, and you're proficient.
Adele, you realize that is a necromantic symbol on his forehead. And then if you're proficient in history, give me a history check.
Super not.
So, Orlando, you recognize that the robes he's wearing are from Thay, which is a land far to the east where the wizards will pattern their flesh with tattoos. And you recognize that the tattoo on his head represents a school of magic.
Interesting.
Hogwarts?
Victor Clortho.
Ravenclaw.
This guy's such a total Slytherin. Can't even stand it.
I want to try and motion with these guys to be quiet, and then I want to try and suggest that we basically try and sneak around. If he's looking for us over here, I want to like sneak around either this way or this way, and I guess this way because we have is closest. But there's a lot of breaks in that. I wonder if we want to.
Are you wanting to talk to this guy or kill
No,
this guy?
I want to kill this guy, but I want to like try and get the jump on him.
So,
somehow.
Cold-blooded murder. I
Yes.
like it.
this white,
he's a fucking necromancer. I
Are
have
we gonna roll initiative ever?
it all for necromancy.
That's
this
my
white
sweet
here
spot.
moves into position here. This
Oh,
white starts
there.
moving down to watch on this
Okay.
section, and these 3 zombies come in closer, flanking around the
I pull out
flanking
my
around.
double-barreled shotgun.
Is this the
And the
actual
doom- the
well
doom
in
music
the
starts
middle of the
playing.
battlefield, or
That's
what
the
is-
well right there. Yep, that's the well that can draw the fresh water. And he says, "Who is out there? Show yourself."
I say your mom and cast Tasha's hideous laughter.
Got that surprise
Yeah.
action. That surprise round.
Jokes are always funnier when
Please,
they're
you-
please
you
let
wanna
that happen.
Do you want to
Please.
cast it?
Yes.
Yeah, I cast say your mom and cast Tasha Hideous Laughter.
Do it.
Go ahead. Yeah, what's the DC on
I
that?
don't think I roll anything. It's a pulling it up.
Wait,
It says
wait.
creature of your choice. You can see the range. Blah blah blah. Hilariously funny.
Don't roll it.
Target must succeed on a Wisdom saving throw or fall incapacitated.
I can use charm person scroll, and then we can take control of his zombies and make them jump in the.
You can do that too, but I'm making him laugh right now. Keith, I don't
No,
see
but I
where it
could-
says that. But,
You're only taking him out. I could take
target
make
makes
him
another
friendly and tell
wisdom
him to
saving
do stuff.
throw. Well, I'm doing it's my act. I'm doing this.
We're not in
I wanna
combat.
do
Any
it.
of us can go.
I don't know what the wisdom saving throw is. It doesn't say.
It's against your
your-
spell DC.
Your wisdom modifier. It's 10 plus your wisdom modifier.
All right, my wisdom
Uh,
modifier
Like
is
1, I think.
it is actually Keith 0.
0. Okay, so a 10.
Wait, I just think it'd be better if I did this.
Okay, you can do it on your turn.
The
Alright.
mage. What's the range on that, by the way?
Tasha's.
30 feet.
Question.
Yeah.
100,000.
It's perfect. It's 6. I count 6. 1, 2, 3,
He's,
4,
he is
5,
80 feet away.
6.
If they're only 5 feet. If they're 5 feet, then he's 80 feet away.
So that's 80. That's 80 feet. Yeah. So you
I
would have
thought
had.
it was squares of 10.
I know.
Alright,
if they're,
I can't do
if
it
they're
anyway.
5 feet, then it's only.
So if you moved closer,
Sure, I'll move closer.
So,
so
you're fine
made
there.
it right up to. Yeah, you
You're-
would have
you're
been fine here. So if
one
you-
one
yeah.
square back. Yep, right there. You can reach him.
So Etch goes in and says, "Your mom," and kind of does some jazz fingers at the mage, and he actually does this like waving motion like in front of his hand, like he smells something very foul, and he says that joke stunk.
Oh, he burned me back.
Got him.
He says, "Get him!" And the white lunges at you. So let's go ahead and roll for initiative.
God damn it. We're in combat now, so I shouldn't do it anymore.
Simon, you had to. Oh, never mind.
I got
forgot
it.
we do it
I'm back.
differently for you. Okay.
Ooh, that one initiative. What you know about that?
Roll these 3.
Jesus.
Okay. Oh boy.
Oh yeah, some solid rolls here, boys.
Yeah, you guys are probably in trouble here. What it's plus dex, right?
Good thing Maney's just
Etch
standing in the middle of the courtyard.
Hey, I didn't die last time. You did.
You actually
Did
did.
die.
At one point you did die. Okay, so the white is
Pretty sure every single fight you've died at least.
Not the dragon fight. I fucked up that dragon.
No one died for that.
Yeah, I made that bitch laugh.
zombies.
Didn't
Alright,
no Simon?
so-
Simon died in that.
Yeah, he did, and I brought him back up.
Oh.
I think that's the right order. Okay, so the mage will go first, and he points a finger at Etch, or raises his staff. We'll say he uses the staff as a spell focus, and he casts
Staff, you say.
magic missile actually at you.
Hey, that's our
So
spell.
that's what 3d4, right? Correct.
Mm-hmm. +1 on each one. Oh, it's +1 for it's +1 on each one.
For 14 damage. So 3
Damn.
purple smoky bolts fire out of the end of his staff and hit you for 15, or what did I say? 14.
14.
Rut-row.
You got 14
Yeah.
from 3d4 +1.
3d4.
plus
Oh,
three?
not +1 on each.
It is +1 on each. Sorry, I meant +3.
So +1 on each. Yeah. So I rolled a 4, 4, and a 3, and I legit rolled them.
Damn.
Yeah.
That's how come
It's a
you
good
can't do
D4.
that.
I do that.
I'm gonna put that one.
I know.
I'm gonna shrine that one in the
I'm
Hall
about
of
to get
Fame.
fucked, huh?
You should have let me charm person him.
Look,
It's
Pepper.
still possible.
Hindsight's always 20/20.
Yeah, but now he has advantage because we're in combat. 'Cause
No.
Maney
Here?
won.
That's not how that
It's
Wait.
works.
like a regular
How much
site.
damage did I just take?
What,
15.
Russ?
He doesn't have advantage because we're in combat.
Yeah, it does. Charm person.
So the
Must make a wisdom saving throw and does so with advantage if you or your companions are fighting it.
Well, you would have started the fight, so we wouldn't have been fighting it.
I see.
You would have started it.
the wizard moves back to the back of the wall and he says, "Get out here!" And you see 3 more zombies come shambling out.
Oh shit!
Shit.
I think we need our wizard to clap them.
Wait, 3 more?
Yep.
The white turn. This one goes. Oh, on the wrong layer. Goes running up
Ugh.
at the using a longsword
This could be
on
bad,
the
boys.
halfling. A 16 against AC.
I'm 16.
Nice.
That's 1d8.
Great.
Where's my d8? Are you a d8? You're a d8. Yeah, you're a d8. Oh, you're lucky. He rolled very low. So that is 4 damage.
Great. 12 hit points. It's okay. I got my trusty goblin to heal me up.
Good droop roll for initiative.
I'm
The other
thinking
way.
we shouldn't charge
oh, shoot, yeah. No, I
into
did forget.
this courtyard. We should make them funnel out to us.
It's good to me.
Sorry, I totally did forget to.
I want to hack them down as they come out.
Heck
I think
yeah.
that's a good idea. We should try to do
I
that.
think Simon and I both have turn undead as well.
Oh,
We do.
We can fucking scatter these bitches.
Let's do that for sure.
Take them out one by one. So we can scatter them. Mine lasts for 1 minute, which is like a whole fight. So I could scatter them. We could take the wizard out.
Yeah, let's do that. I'm going to delay my action until you go when it's my turn.
I'm at the very end, so maybe Orlando or maybe
You have,
still
to do
gonna
a,
delay.
you have to do a trigger or whatever. I think, maybe.
So this white then also moves up towards the room, trying to get to you guys. That'll
Nice
be
try. Nice try.
Dell's turn. Dell, you're up.
he's
I'm
measuring it out.
Measuring it out. Do you see where my arrow's coming from right now?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's where I want to cast a shatter, so I'll move to get on.
There-
Oops.
Yeah, I would say there's a wall in the way there for sure. A standing wall.
So, like here, you think I could get to this point?
That would be the corner where this guy's standing would be obstructing even that point. I don't think you get line of sight from there.
Right about here, then.
Yeah, I'll give you line of sight there.
Okay. Shatter. Form a globe in my hands, and I.
And remind me what this one is again.
Oh, I will remind you.
The DC 14. Okay,
Good-
this is the
good
thunderclap.
damage
Okay.
rolls. Yeah. The
Um,
thunderclap.
So I'm gonna start. We'll start with the top 3 because I would only hit the. Right, it would only hit.
Each creature in a
Would it
10
only
foot.
hit the zombies?
Yeah, only the zombies.
Only the zombies. Okay.
Yeah.
We'll start
I got
here on this one, and I'm gonna roll 3 d20s at a time.
Well,
So
first
we'll
of all,
go-
do they have more than 11 health? Because if they don't, they all die.
yes.
I mean, it was
No, they do.
okay.
So half of 19, that'd only be 9 damage. So yeah, right, half of that.
I guess, yeah.
So I'm gonna just start from the top left, rolling 3 dice. Fail. Oh wait, no, but it's plus there. It's a Constitution, you said. Ooh, okay. All right, so pass, fail. So the middle one fails. This one fails. So
he
he
takes
takes
19.
19. Okay. Oh boy.
The others
And
take
then these
9.
take half, so that's 9. Okay. Okay. And then moving to the bottom 3, same thing. That's a fail, pass, fail. So this one
Triangle.
gets pretty fucked up.
Nice.
It's a Star of David. It's 2 triangles.
Yeah.
Pass and a fail. So yeah, so Dell, slinking into the ruined offshoot room, throws out, kind of serves up like a beach ball, like a
Fitting.
swirling, ghostly mass appears above or lobs itself above the zombies, and then shatters into a thunder, and just fucks up
And it
these
says,
zombies. Ears fall off. And you guys snap back to when you were 13.
We're all level 1.
Yeah, so several of these zombies, 3 of them crumpled kind of to the floor and start slowly standing up. Some of the others kind of are shaking off the sound, but there's some pretty tasty damage just got done to these zombies.
Hell yeah.
His
Oh,
turn.
hold on a second.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
A creature made of inorganic material. So I suppose they're organic, right? They're
Organic, yeah. They're
Okay.
just undead, yeah.
okay.
Meat sticks.
So
What would that
how
have
do you do
happened?
the measure?
They would have disadvantage on the saving throw.
Gotcha.
The snap, the ruler, and then no snapping.
Snap or no snapping?
Exactly.
So Droop is going to just take a dash action, and he is going to
It's gotta be our lookout.
loop all the way around
I want him
and
here.
get right kind of in the doorway, but
Nice.
behind this rubble a little bit. So he's got 3/4 cover.
Yeah.
He's
All right.
posting up on this
Picture
rubble
him
here.
I
pulling
appreciate
a
him.
fork and lobbing a healing potion so that like it splashes. That's what
He's gonna Mr. Sven it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, boy.
It's your turn.
Wait, what did my goblin do?
He
He ran to get in
he
position.
ran around to get in position. He's got behind 3/4 cover here. He had to use a dash
Hell yeah.
action to get there.
Nice
So he
work, goblin. Nice work. I'm gonna just double attack this one in front of me, quick.
Cha-cha!
Ka-cha! Kuka-ka-cha!
I'm gonna fuck him up. I'm gonna really fuck him up.
What kind of chicken is that?
so that first one definitely hits.
So,
So 9
we've never heard
9
of
plus 2, 11. Okay. So you kind of do these funky splits because I'm
Oh,
looking at your
yeah.
new costume.
I
and
like
you're very
that. I
friendly.
like that. The splits. I like the splits.
You JCVD go down into splits and kind of cross your swords in front of you real quick.
Yep.
You do slice one of the Achilles on the white, but it stands perfectly normal on the leg that you severed the tendon, and it looks down at you, and he's like, "I'm undead. I don't give a shit if they're attached or not."
Well, then I use my cunning action to do a backwards somersault.
Oh, you
to
just
this
you just
square.
abandoned me here?
Oh no, never mind. I'll do a sideways somersault over. No,
Ooh,
over
the
to my
flank.
over here to
Wait,
my. So I'm closer to my goblin friend.
That's not
Uh,
closer because there are walls between you two.
That's what you think.
Yeah, there's some walls in the way. Okay.
So you're gonna
you're-
hop up on top of these walls and tiptoe around them?
Oh, I fucking hope so.
Can I go up on those walls?
They are. I will. If you want to get up there, I will.
I do.
Find an appropriate
I want to
challenge.
get right here with my cunning action onto this wall.
Yeah, right into line of sight of the
Give me
wizard.
a-
Nice.
Yeah. Do a. Give me a athletics.
Acrobatics. This is very acrobatic.
Acrobatics.
Oh yeah.
You are able to scramble up, and you are crouched currently on top of the wall.
Oh, I got such great plans.
Why? You get shot by that fucking wizard right off the wall. It's like
Orlando,
du-
your turn.
It's like fucking Duck Hunt. Fuck you guys. You all went in.
You
I'm
can
not in.
probably go in
Yeah,
from where you are.
we're still out here.
Yeah. I can get to here, right?
You probably could, yeah.
Should we all enter through that tiny little?
I know. I hate
That's
it.
such a bad idea. We should.
Yeah,
But
think we
my
draw
other
them.
option is to come over here, which is
One of us can come
Suicide.
with you. One of us can come with you, just so you're not alone out there, and then someone else should go with the goblin in front, and at least.
Um, Here's what I want to do. I want to ready action.
Okay.
So that if
What
this
action?
white comes here
Mhm.
to attack Daldrin, I want to go here and just smoke show it with my greatsword.
You can
Like
move first.
I could go
Yeah,
here.
you moved. Yeah, you're moved up to the wall. We'll say. Well, however.
Yeah, and I'm ready to just like chop anything that comes to this hole.
Anything that comes through the wall.
Oh fuck! He's just gonna attack Del. Goddamn.
You can take a dash action and kind of start following Droop. I would say, you can try and squeeze through that hole that you were originally positioned
No,
by.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not going through that.
Okay.
Let me.
Just go through
No,
that.
wait.
crack of-
So the wizard hasn't, nothing's seen me yet, right?
Probably not. He just knows that there's shit going on off that room. The whites. He knows that a thunderclap has happened above his zombies.
I want to dash. This is another hole I can see through, right?
60 feet. So you would get 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 40. Yeah, you could dash to that hole.
Is this one that I can see and walk through?
You could see through it. You could probably fit through it. I will say that there's an athletics check just to get through because you're gonna have to squeeze through a tight space. So it'll be a very easy DC 10 squeeze to get through.
What could go wrong?
Do I still have?
stuck in the.
I want to use Scroll of Charm Person on this idiot.
You
Much.
by using the dash action
Me?
that uses your action. So
Oh,
you
I
could
can't. Okay,
use
I'll
it
wait.
in your
I'll
next
wait.
turn. Yeah.
I'll wait. Yeah.
Yeah.
I may not use it, but
You are your nose is just smothered with the smell of death, like just stench of death and rotting meat right now.
Oh.
Can I? Is there anything I can like
more zombies in
percept?
this fucking tower.
You can perceive
Yeah.
that it fucking stinks.
Okay. There's not like a specific source of it that I could detect.
The tower. It's coming from the tower. You're just smelling. Ugh. I mean, you did
All
just
those
watch 6
came
zombies.
out of there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zombies still shit, right?
If they hadn't
Zombies
yet
gotta
before
shit.
death yet.
All right.
All right,
Okay.
Deldrin, your
Full
turn.
of zombie turrets, bro.
All right. God. I feel like I should come up here and at least try to have someone else come from a different angle rather than just be boxed in this room since we're starting to spread out more. And I feel like both are on the same page that should happen.
Yep.
Okay, so I look at Bofer and I give a small like curt nod that we both know what we need to do.
Oh, we know what we need to do.
And I
It's a strong
run up
bond.
here.
Are you
Go
going
through
to?
this-
Two brothers.
So
go
give me
through this wall.
give me an athletics check to squeeze through.
Sure. All right. Is it an easy one or it looks bigger
It's an
than
easy-
the one?
It's a DC 10, so I'm going to say it's DC 10 for all these tight spaces. So meaning, yeah, so you're able to pass through.
All right.
Nice.
So your move's what, 30 feet? So you've got that's probably
Yeah.
the extent of your move if you're just going to move.
Okay. And then
Got any spells?
yeah, I was gonna say, can I do turn the unholy?
Yep. If it's 30
try to
feet, you
get
can
these-
reach all of them but the wizard.
That's fine. We're just gonna go with
Mm-hmm.
those bros right there. Because I know that Bofer's gonna do the same. We're gonna try to scare these fuckers.
I don't think we need to. It's everything that can hear you within 30 feet.
Oh no.
So all these guys are fucking running for their lives.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Which one are we doing here?
Nope, that's not it. Just kidding. JK. That's the guy right there.
I'm assuming.
So they all make a wisdom saving throw. If they
Okay,
fail,
wisdom
it's
saving
on
throw.
1 minute.
What's your
Scatter.
So, okay, as an action, you present your holy symbol and speak a prayer. Each fiend or creature that can see or hear you within 30 feet of you must make. Okay. So I'm going to assume that you're going to use your best Big Daddy Paladin voice on this one. So pretty much anything in this space can hear you, is how I'm going to play it.
For sure.
And they need to make a. If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes damage. A turn creature must win its turn. Okay.
Like a
So
James
it's
Earl
a-
Jones, like you guys best be
Okay.
running, like something like that.
With these
what's
motherfucking
your wisdom?
undead. I'm
So 10
fucking
plus,
well.
10 plus your wisdom modifier is what?
Yeah.
Wisdom. It's 1.
So,
Okay, so an
11.
11. Okay. So the first thing that happens when you do that is two
Fuck.
zombies come running out of the room.
Oh fuck! There's a bunch in there, aren't there? Shit.
Yeah.
At least they're running away.
Okay, so that's those two.
We stirred the cockroach nest.
Be gone, honkies.
All three of these start running away.
Yeah. Get
I
fucked.
can't get them to line up well.
So to be fair, they don't run. I guess their turn is next, so they're gonna do that. Yeah, I was just gonna say on their turn. They said they don't do anything initially. It's just on their turn they have to spend it running away.
As
Fair.
far
It
away
is their turn
from me
next,
as-
so it's as good.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying, but not the whites yet.
Remind me to do that for the whites.
Right.
When their turn comes, I'll mark. I'll roll them
Yep.
now and I'll mark them. So
Yeah.
these two.
And don't damage them or it breaks the spell.
Yeah. So this one also goes booking it towards the end of the wall. So to mark resist, I'll do this.
If we kill
Say
the
that
wizard,
these-
they probably all fall dead.
Maybe. Yeah.
Charmin, we could probably just dead.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna roll for the two whites now. They both fail.
He's gonna, if I
Scatter.
try to charm person, he's gonna have advantage.
Oh,
so
sorry.
it's probably not gonna.
Yeah, probably not worth it at this point.
So remind me on the whites' turns, they would also
Cool.
flee away from Daldrin.
Sounds good.
Nice job.
Right into the Gobbo's waiting hands.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, trip them.
It'll be the zombies' turn then. So the ones that already did their run, that could run, or that needed to run. A third zombie or a ninth zombie comes shambling out towards
Jesus.
the direction of the booming voice.
Yeah.
What's their move? It's not very far yet.
They're walkers.
So this
not
one-
runners.
Zombie horde.
Shambles up to Daldrin and will try and slam you with his fists.
Come on and slam.
He'll do a 13 against AC. That's definitely not going to be enough.
Yeah. Nope. Nice try. Get fucked. 18.
This one will also shamble up, try and do the same. That'll be a 17 against AC, so also not enough. So these two zombies come running at you or shambling at you,
What's
pissed.
what's Simon's AC? Holy shit!
18.
Wow.
Daldrin raises his
That-
shield,
It's that chainmail, bud.
blocks the fists of the
Bash Brothers.
hammering zombies. So Beaufort, it'll be your turn.
All right. I'm going to.
So I should while you're doing that, I'm going
Yep.
to be switching the markers because these guys probably shouldn't have the mark, and I'll do this to mark the ones that got feared.
Yeah.
Wait, do you have a shield or something, Simon? How the fuck do you?
Does
All right. I want to run in here,
and okay.
post up here, and then cast Bless.
So you will only be able to see Etch and Dell from that point.
It says within range. It doesn't say anything about sight. It just says you
okay.
bless up to three creatures of your choice within range. So it's like a prayer.
I'll allow it.
It's
comes from
30,
within
30 feet, so I cannot
Is there a
reach
roof
Orlando.
over us?
so I choose Daldrin, myself, and Etch.
Okay.
I
And that
didn't
is
want it anyways.
Etch, Dell, and Beaufort, you guys all have bless.
I love it.
So that's a move and an action.
Yep.
So that means we are back up to the top of the order. So that'll be the wizard's turn.
He's hard.
See what this guy's got.
He
Bring it on, motherfucker.
he shouts out,
What the fuck are you guys attacking me for? I didn't even do anything.
gives
We
him
just came in out of nowhere and ruined this guy's day.
takes a little
He's
side
having
step.
a nice beach party with his zombies.
This guy fucks
he,
these zombies for sure.
He throws out. He points his wand at once again at this time at Daldrin, or his staff at Daldrin, and he's gonna cast Magic Missile again.
What a pussy.
Hide behind a staff, huh? Real big guy.
And he does
Cool.
10 hit points of damage, so 3
Damn it.
more misty purpley swirls shoot out and kind of pepper you like quick machine gun
Nice.
fire, however you want to
Okay.
think about it.
Yeah.
All right. The white's turn.
They
They will, yeah,
run.
they will try to flee, so they are going to go booking it out the entranceway.
Nice.
I think they have to take the dash action, right?
Yep,
So
they dash. They run twice. And then if they can't run anymore, then they dodge.
So these guys are just fucking out
Jesus.
here.
Later.
Troop has seen some shit.
Oh shit, guys!
How long do they run for?
1
1
minute.
minute.
They're gonna cover so
Four.
much ground in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
We
Never saw them again.
But it's basically like their whole thing is getting away from
Yep.
Daldrin, so it's not like they're gonna
Right.
run forever. They're not like Forrest Gumping it.
They're gonna
these two
run
are-
right outside that crack up to the
No, they
left
run
into
for a
Orlando.
minute.
That's what they're gonna do. They're
And
gonna
it
run
takes
right.
a minute
over
to
there.
run back to us.
Yeah. We're gonna be like we're gonna be up at the Wave Echo Cave, and these two fucking whites are gonna show up out of fucking nowhere.
Why am I
Okay.
still in combat? I can't
The guy
rest.
sees his two large undead creatures go running around the corner, and he's like, "Where the
Fuck are they going?
Does me or does the mage look like Aldrin from Destiny?
He kind of does."
Yeah, he does.
All right, Del, your turn.
I see Dell measuring shit out again. If you hit them, they're gonna wake up. They're gonna stop running.
Yeah. We need to
Yeah, I
take this
think I
guy
just
out.
want. I just want that.
Yeah. I think we
Yeah,
wanna
get
see
up
if
to
we
the
target
get
this
up to
guy.
the main guy.
Or we can clap these guys because these guys are not running away.
I'm gonna move into
I'm
the
good.
doorway
I think-
here.
Yeah, I
think
think you and I
the
can
main-
take these guys.
Yeah, we can take them. I would think the mage is priority one.
I agree.
Let's see. Should I spend my shit on this shit? I think I want to.
Might as well.
Yes.
I think I want to
I
spend
mean,
my
there's
shit
a whole.
on this shit.
Is this
Yep.
Keith? Is this tower like a tall, intact tower, or like a?
No, it's
rubble?
like everything else around this
Like a
area. It's
cut-off
kind of
stump.
collapsed in itself. Yeah.
So it's not got like multiple levels. It's just
Yeah.
It winds up a little bit. You know,
It's
the
like the
stairs kind of.
Dragon's Tower.
Yeah, very much
like
similar.
2
to the
stories tall.
yeah, I mean, it would be a.
This is the thing.
Okay. I just want to know if there's. Does it seem like there's something up there? But no, it sounds like
Ooh.
get him
I
right.
cast Scorching Ray, and I want all of them to hit him.
The old Trident Ray.
That's against AC, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So you you raise your hand, or no? This was the golden gun one we said, right? So you kind of
Yep.
pretend like you're unholstering this magic revolver, and you fire off 3 quick shots, and they kind of just pierce through the chest of the mage,
Who's making
and he
that
looks
noise?
down at him and he goes, "What the fuck?" And he just falls over dead.
He's dead, the big guy.
Yeah.
Golden gun.
Does anything happen to his zombies?
As he falls dead, all of the other undead around him just collapse in piles.
Wow. That was easy.
Maybe this guy just wanted to be friends.
He probably did.
Too bad.
This was
And it's Shrinker thing.
Level 5!
What was that key?
so you guys have cleared out a level 2 quest
Yeah, I was gonna say.
that you got when you started.
Woo!
Um,
Nailed it.
you Yeah, everything's dead in there. They're all,
Nice.
Ding, 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 ding,
this is like going
ding.
back in the first zone after you beat the Pokemon League and fucking fighting Pidgeys.
Yeah. Hey, we gotta collect them all.
This would have been sketchy as fuck when we were level 2, though.
Yeah, no kidding.
Maybe. I don't know.
So
When I saw how many undead there were, I knew you just had to kill the mage.
Yep.
yeah, no.
I want to go
So-
investigate the tent.
Okay.
I
So
should
you
still probably have detect magic going.
as you walk up, you see there's a leather bag kind of glowing
3d6.
in the corner of the tent that you see, Dell. And you see written on the bag is this bag is property of Hammond Coast, scariest necromancer in all of Fae.
R.I.P.
Love his mom.
Jesus.
His name is stitched in his underwear.
You see inside the bag there are 35 silver pieces, 20 electrum pieces,
Score.
20 gold pieces, 5 platinum pieces.
I'll take that platinum.
one-
You guys can have the rest.
Of course, you're so generous, taking
Yep.
the most expensive currency.
Yeah, you're welcome. You guys get that electrum.
The
One plat
one
each.
large pearl, a potion of healing, and there's a tiny jeweled box containing a ring inside.
Ooh.
Is it glowing?
I think we should give the healing potion to our goblin first of all.
Does
Droop,
everyone have one healing potion?
My goblin
Yep.
has mine.
Droop,
I won.
Droop comes walking up to the tent. You guys like, do you guys see how bad I fucked up those whites?
You did a great job, buddy.
You scared him.
And he just looks right at Etch and holds out his hand for the potion, knowing like,
Oh, I
what's
throw it
going
right
on.
to him.
He catches it and he puts it into the bandolier across his chest. Bandolier? What's the
Bandolier.
It's
I
fine.
think. That's what I'm-
bandolier across his chest and slides in another potion.
Nice.
So now he's got 3 locked in. I gotta add that.
Just
to
like
it.
Roll.
Yeah. 3 healing potions. Dell, you notice that the ring is glowing from your detect magic spell. You don't know what it is, but you can tell that it's glowing.
Nice.
Yeah, that's
We level
that's
5
really all
yet?
there is. No, you're not level 5.
What?
We resurrect the zombies and then we kill them again.
So
What do we need to get to level 5?
Farming expert.
looking around in the tent, you guys see a cot, you see a chair, and you see a writing desk, and on that desk is a journal. And in the journal,
New
there's
quest.
some some writing talking about trying to uncover the secrets of the Netheril. I haven't been able to find anything yet. Can't found this ring. It's definitely something important, but I'm not sure what it is yet.
What a
Continuing on,
shitty
continuing
wizard
on,
he is.
and you
Can't
see
even
him
detect
talking
magic.
about orc attacks, and there are several notes about orc attacks, and some speculation of where these attacks are coming from. Specifically believing that they are originating from Wyvern Tor, which is an old fortress in the area.
It's level 3 quest.
It's a gray exclamation point to us.
Yeah.
So
Nice.
will not
No,
be gray.
level-
I can promise you that.
Sweet.
Yeah, level 3 would still be.
So
Yeah.
For you, baby.
I want to
yeah,
head
so you guys have
I want to ritual
Cleared that out.
cast identify on this ring.
yeah, we'll allow it. So Dell says, "Hold on, guys. I got an idea," and he
I do my
sits down,
patented trance that they all love. They all know the score.
goes down in his trance, and Droop goes, "What's he going to sleep for 4 hours?" And
Damn it, Droop.
which kind of waves it off. So you start seeing these phantasmal objects appear. Something that looks like a giant mammoth tusk war horn in the shape of a goblet, or used almost like with a handle on it, like it looks like it's used for drinking. You see a giant chest piece covered with fire spewing out of it. You see a shield with a face that turns from a frown into a smile
Ooh,
right before it
I think it's
fades.
that one. I think it's
And
a ring of
lastly,
frowning smiles.
no, you after casting this, you realize that this is a ring of protection. So
Can you
a
put it
ring
on
of
my? Can I
protection
wear it on my dick?
No, it's not a cock
gives
ring of
a-
protection.
That's called a
The ring of
condom.
protection will grant a +1 bonus to AC and saving throws.
Damn.
So determine.
think
I'll leave it to you guys to
want
determine who that goes to.
I would
What's
take it.
everybody's AC?
16.
16.
18.
19.
I have 14, so I think I actually do
You take it, Ras. Put it on your dick though when you wear it.
for sure.
Go
Yep.
It will magically size itself. So
Oh, so it can be pretty small.
So it can.
I was just saying it can get extra small. Elves are slender,
Thanks,
as we all know.
guys. Well, that's,
Uh,
that's Dell's problem, not mine.
Yeah, so you guys have cleared out the old owl well.
I want to look down the well.
Over
I want to
Kinda-
look in the stink pit too.
gives himself Bofer kind of hefts himself up and he looks into the well and he sees just a deep dark hole.
I want to cast my light cantrip on a copper piece and drop it down there.
Falls for about 40 feet and you see it plunk into as it plunks in, a little splash comes up, and you can see the light as it kind of goes down for maybe 20 feet before it even starts to get dim and fade before it disappears out of sight.
I'm gonna cast Featherfall and jump in.
Nice.
I tie a rope to his waist,
No, I got Featherfall.
but I want to be able to hoist you back
That
out.
doesn't get
dumbass.
you out.
Which goes diving in and gently floats like the princess when at the end of The Princess Bride when she dives out into Andre the Giant's arms, and he floats down. Feet touch the tip of the water, and he splashes into a very clear, cool pool of water. Give me an athletics check to see if you can maintain staying afloat.
Acrobatics.
Athletics.
Swimming, you idiot.
You are able to tread water and keep your
For
head above
now.
water.
All right. Well,
What do you guys want to do? You got
I want to take a rope and lower
halfway
it down.
jumped into it. Okay.
I'd like to cast dancing lights in here and see what's going on.
What shape do you want your lights to take?
I can do it in multiple.
Is
So
it
I'm gonna send them out
possible
and around me.
Just a well?
So
It might be, but we don't know yet.
you cast dancing lights as you're taking.
4 torch-sized
you're
lights
looking up
within
for them.
range.
They spiral up. They kind of peer around you, and you realize that you have just jumped into a 40-foot deep well.
That's it?
What did you think it was?
This is stupid. I get my
magic
grappling
portal.
hooks out.
That's
I get my
stupid.
grappling hook out and I mage hand them to the.
That's stupid.
What's the length of rope that you have
Oh,
on you?
remember,
God
it's a
damn it.
it's a long rope. It's a long. Remember that one time I had like 50 feet?
I don't
Yeah,
remember what
I
the rope
have a 50-foot.
I think I have a 50-foot rope.
Give me another athletics check then.
Oh god damn it!
You there, Simon?
yeah, I'm here. Sorry.
1 second. Sorry, I'm just grabbing my
A
stuff.
bunch of us have 50-foot ropes, I think.
You're able to climb out of the well.
Well, guys, I got good news. There's nothing in that well. I used up all my spells for the day.
What's in the stink pit?
You see the remains of an old watchtower. There were some like meaty bone piles.
Make a constitution
rancid
save
meat
to throw
left
it
over.
out, throw up.
It looks like this was where the zombies would feed on the remains of
Oh, God.
deer and other hunted things.
That's it?
Gross.
That's it.
I look at Groot and I give a small curt nod of approval, and that's it. I don't say anything else
Nice.
because he's a goblin.
He
all he
he
deserves.
looks up at you, and he gives you a big old wink and like the OK sign, like.
He gives them the funds.
I want
Hey.
to playfully kick him and just like nudge him out of the way. Get
So,
out, get out,
you
you
do
scamp.
you shove him across the room. He slams into the tent, taking 7 points of damage, and falls over dead.
Oh, fuck, he's got
Uh,
7 health.
He looks at you and he says,
Goblin
All right,
slab.
guys. All right, guys, where to next? This is
Just wanna
fucking
go-
dope.
You want to go for Wyvern Row or whatever?
Yeah, that's where I want to go.
So I will say that I am not prepared for Wyvern Tour.
'Kay.
But we'll. You guys want to go straight from here where you're at?
We could probably rest
Did
up.
we
and then
really
head that
use
way.
anything?
Yeah,
Randy
I
fucking
used,
used all his spells getting out of the goddamn well.
I used big stuff.
You guys could rest here. This camp seems pretty well
Yeah.
It
taken
only
care
takes
of.
What about
4 hours.
what about the zombies that are going to come back in a minute?
they
No,
all-
they're
they're all dead.
The thing that was they
Oh,
made
that's
that.
right. They went. Yeah, that's right. They went.
Yeah.
We're good. Sorry.
So
Set
you
our
guys
time.
you guys pile into the tent to go to sleep. As you're sleeping, you hear a and the necromancer pops up and everything charges the tent and stabs you all.
No.
Liar.
No, they're all dead.
I fried
Yeah,
that
you guys
bitch.
are
Nah, I
guys are,
skinned that tattoo off his forehead, so he's not a necromancer anymore.
no tattoo doesn't work.
He said
Yeah.
his mother is disappointed in him.
I'm gonna be totally honest. I thought this was gonna take a lot more time, so I didn't plan ahead. So this is all I have planned for tonight. That's all.
Well,
I
we
have.
wanted to get to level 5 somehow. And if we're not going to be playing again until
Yeah,
like 2
no.
weeks, maybe you should let us grind something.
Longer. No, I've got plans for Wyvern Tour that will go deeper. I just, with Courtney being off yesterday and today, I just wasn't able to do it.
You don't have to. We're almost at time. I mean,
Yep. It's all good. We can call it.
Well, no, yeah,
Pepper,
no,
you want to do a little reach?
absolutely call it a time, but I want
Sure.
to talk to you guys about it. Real quick for next session. So the only day I'll be able to do next week is Monday. I know Mondays are bad,